Pollution is a pretty big problem and a threat to life on Earth. E-waste is a new type of pollution and it poses greater dangers. Modern science has evolved and advanced rapidly ever since the Industrial Revolution, and computing technologies have been the cornerstone of this advancement. The problem lies within the hardware used for these technologies. E-waste is discarded electronic appliances. We love super fast computers, but this makes technological devices obsolete sooner than their life. Well, obsolete technology becomes waste. We call it e-waste and throw it in junkyards. About 3 billion electronic devices are sold each year and 40 million tons of these electronic devices are discarded. But only 13% of it is recycled. All this e-waste pollutes Mother Nature and the effect is devastating. Electronics contain elements like mercury, arsenic, cadmium, selenium, chromium and flame retardants. The adverse health effects of these toxins on humans include damage to the brain, heart, liver, kidney and skeletal system. Exposed to sun, e-waste heats up to produce harmful toxins and gases which are absorbed by the air, soil and water in our surroundings. The solution seems to be pretty simple, just recycle it, right? But no. Recycling is mostly done in developed nations as developing nations are preoccupied with their economic and social struggles. Unfortunately, 80% of the e-waste in developing nations is sent to African and Asian landfills where it is burnt to ashes and the toxic gases that are produced slowly kill all the life in the nearby areas. The situation in India is even worse. Patrick Weidman, CEO of RLG said, and I quote, "India is one of the worst impacted countries as approximately 18 lakh metric tons of e-waste is generated every year, which is estimated to go up to 52 lakh metric tons by 2020. However, there are a few startups like Saha Zero Waste which are taking steps to improve the situation. The project manager from Saha Zero Waste says, the rules mandate an individual to drop the e-waste at an authorized collector, but do not provide any incentive against it. This forces e-waste to end up in informal sectors and it loses track on further recycling. Jennifer Gabris, a researcher at McGill University, Montreal, says, surprisingly, people are still rather uninformed that electronic waste is an issue. And I think a lot of people have electronics around in their houses and they don't quite know what to do with them. And I agree. Most surveys show that about 60% of the people in the world do not know about the problem of e-waste. In my own little survey, 30% of the people did not know about e-waste, and out of those who did, only 5% of the people handed it over for proper recycling. This also hinders innovation, as 57% of the people did not experiment with electrical components just to not be a part of e-waste generation if they cannot improve the situation. But there is good news too, because 85% of those people agreed to give away their e-waste for proper recycling with no compensation in return. So, the problems include the lack of awareness and the subsequent mishandling of e-waste leading to its improper disposal. And here's my approach to the solutions. Set up an experimental electronics lab to upskill students. Use e-waste for experiments and learning. Recycle and extend the life of partially used electronics. Educate people about the problem of e-waste using social media, public events and school awareness programs. Dismantle used electronics, take out useful parts, learn and recycle. Use this lab as an e-waste collection or donation point and commercialize disposal. Hand over collected e-waste to organized recyclers. Raise awareness against planned obsolescence of electronics. Innovate at this lab. Train people, develop new technologies, license them for commercial production. This is my suggestion to solve a problem of the future that is looming large in front of us.